Cheers. Orange juice and zinc. Keep it healthy. Welcome to the week of May 25th.
Is it?
It is. Took a couple hikes this week to change things up a little.
It is, it's crazy how quickly you get out of shape.
Yeah, we were blessed with a couple of days of good weather, so we took advantage of that because we haven't been able to do so much in the last couple of weeks.
We took a hike up the Bridle Path summit. Well, that was a pleasant 3 miles up, 1,503 feet of elevation to have a really pretty view of the harbor.
Spot pioneer women of Canterbury and their families rested after their climb from the port of Lyttelton.
And what we did find is that we were just on the opposite side of where we
Hiked
were
the week before.
Yeah. So Major Hornbrook is on one side of the gondola station at the top, and Bridle Path is on the other side. So a lot of the same views, but it was a good hike. I enjoyed it.
And so we found this place called Christchurch Adventure Park.
We're at the Christchurch Adventure Park today, going to take this trail up the hill.
Part is, if you want to hike up the hill, you can do so for free and take their gondola back down for free.
It's a ski lift. And so what the ski lift is there for is for individuals that come out with their mountain bikes to hit their trails, which look really cool. These trails look awesome. And so they'll transport their bikes up on these ski lifts and the people up there. And so they have to come back down anday. So
they give hikers free rides down.
Yeah.
And the uphill begins. Ooh, tough climb.
Whee! Oh, Lordy, it's cold. How'd it get so cold?
This is your kind of hiking.
This is my kind of hiking.
For all you bikers out there, jeez, does that look like fun?
That is a truly un-American sounding siren.
So that worked out really well for you. And that was
I could hike the 3.5 miles up to the top. It was a nice 1,300 foot elevation gain, and lo and behold, ta-da! Free ride down.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 After the COVID level 2 check-in, of course.
Yep. Signed into the app. Oh my God, we never signed out.
Oh.
They must think we're still on the hill.
I doubt that.
Planning on getting things ready to go out of country. This is going to seem a little out of place, but we'll start with selling the van. Wanting to get the van ready. When we first got here, they sold us the van and they gave us a mattress that I swear was 3 pieces of straw surrounded by a very thin piece of something. And every time it was like Princess and the Pea. If there was a rock in the bed somewhere, you felt it. If there was a rock under the van, you felt it in that mattress.
Yeah, even for me, I was feeling a lot of the wood, and it was just uncomfortable. It was hard on the hips, and it just wasn't the most comfortable thing. So we did go purchase 2 bunk-size mattresses that made a queen-size bed.
And they were nice 6-inch thicker side. Not great, but way better than what we had.
Yeah, for the length of time, they were so much more comfortable.
And not knowing what we wanted to do with them, we just bought the 2 mattresses, and every night we would lay them down flat, and every day when we got up, we would stand them up on edge and put a bungee cord around them, and then we would spend the rest of the day like that, and then you put them back down. They always said if you wanted to come back, they'll cut them for you, so finally we thought we should do that in order to sell the van, actually make the seats look like cushions. So we wanted the mattress cut in half so it forms a seat, and to do that, that's easy. They cut them.
Then we had to rewrap them and create cushions for now these 4 separate pieces of foam.
And knowing that we're just selling the van and it's almost going to be a giveaway now, nobody wants to put any extra in. So the cloth to do the cushions was going to run us $100, and then we were like, how do we sew that thing? So we went out and we bought Handy Stitch. This is a piece of junk. Do not waste your money on this piece of junk. This is the most awful. I don't know what they thought that thing would stitch, but it made about 5 loops and then quit working. So then we started trying to do by hand and realized that could be until, I don't know, next August if we tried to sew 7 or 4 cushions up by hand. So then we started calling to places that did sewing, like here in Christchurch. One of the great things is the library actually has sewing machines you can rent and borrow.
Right.
Except you can't do that in lockdown.
Nope,
So level 2, you still can't go use any machine that somebody else might touch. So that was out. And then we called some seamstresses, and they're like, "Oh yeah, mate, we could do that. $20 a seam." I'm like, "Define a seam," and they're like, "Well, it's it depends on the size of the seam, but it starts at $20 a seam."
No, that was...
So it was going to be hundreds of dollars to get that done. So finally we looked, and there was a place called, I guess it's equivalent to a Best Buy Spotlight, and they had a sewing machine for $150 New Zealand, which is like $90 US.
It wasn't like a Best Buy. I would say it's more like a combination Michaels Joanne fabric.
Okay. So long story, we bought the machine for $150, and as soon as we got back to the house, knowing you also couldn't return the machine, and nor will we try to return a machine once we have used it, we posted it online and said, "Hey, we have a brand new machine. It's 1 day old. It's going to be used for about 2 hours, and we're going to sell it." I didn't even get the machine out of the box before about 8,000 notes came flying in.
They were like, "I'll give you 100, and I'll give you 80," and we're like, "Yeah, that's too big of a hit." They were going to get the receipt and the warranty, so it was like full coverage for them if anything goes wrong. And
so after about 40 contacts or so, one guy was pretty serious about it, and he's like, I'll buy it, but you got to give me a discount, mate. I can't just pay the full price." I said, "The full price is $150 at the store. Feel free to go." He goes, No, I can't go to my wife. I've got to save face." "Okay, what do you want?" He goes, "I'll give you $120. I'm like, "You know what? If you leave me the hell alone, take the thing for $5 less and go." So it cost $30. New Zealand.
Which is about 17
US to seam the thing.
Yeah, and it was
complicated.
kind of crazy too from a fabric perspective. So we found some sheets, a sheet set that was on clearance for $25.
Wrapped them in the sheet set, cut the sheet set, sewed the edges, put some Velcro on the end so if they ever do want to get them out and clean them. And lo and behold, van done. So we got about 70 New Zealand into getting this done, right?
Yeah.
Now, why, you say? Why? Well, why is because we got an email this week from Air New Zealand.
Yay, Air New Zealand.
Tia ore, mate. We've canceled your flight.
Cheers! It's like,
you what? Yes. You wanted to fly to Hawaii and out of New Zealand in the end of August. So, we've canceled that. No.
Yep.
And we're like, but September 1st, you're still flying there. Yeah, no, but we can't afford those ones now.
They're thinking.
Yes, if you go through Sydney and then over to San Francisco.
Who's that one?
Air New Zealand.
Wait a minute. No, 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 no.
No, as long as you go through the States first, that's fine. But you can't travel from New Zealand to Hawaii. But you can travel from New Zealand to
This is Auckland to...
Sydney, to San Francisco, to Honolulu.
So basically, Air New Zealand can get us there. They just don't want to get us there.
They're not getting us there.
So they didn't like our price.
No, not when they could sell it for $1,300. Why would they?
Okay, long story short, we have one shot of getting out of New Zealand at this point, which was LA. There's one flight that still goes from Auckland to LA, or we can go from Auckland to Shanghai. I'm not going back to China.
Let's not go back to China. Not now.
After the email and 4 days of calling, begging, pleading, sending emails, texting back and forth, we finally got them to allow us to use our credit. Not a refund for a canceled flight, because incidentally they came out and said, mates, if we gave everybody a refund, we'd go broke. So we were able to basically put double the price down, and now we've got a flight planned for July 26th, which is the first realistic date to leave Auckland and head for LA.
It's a month earlier than we had planned on leaving. But, you know, we just... At this point, we just really... There's so much going on. The world's just crazy. And so we just figure we will get out while the getting is good. And then we will... figure out what the heck we're going to do when we get back to the U.S.
There's pros and cons. Pros and cons to go back to the U.S. The pro is always we get to see family again. People we didn't plan to see for 2 years, now we're going to get to see them by this Christmas. So, yay, that's a good thing.
Lock your doors, because we're coming.
And, of course, there's cons to this, which is, one, we had really planned on being out for 2 years and had purchased health insurance that was usable in every country except the United States.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out over the next couple of months. And we will have insurance before we leave because, you know, I guess there's still a pandemic out there. And gosh darn it, this is not the time to go without insurance.
It's all a conspiracy. Haven't you followed it? It's not real.
You wouldn't think so if we lived here. If we were here, I mean, there's like nothing.
They're
like,
down to like one case here.
I mean, everyone's walking around without any face masks at all, and I mean, it's getting pretty much back to normal here. I mean, really, truly back to normal here.
Of course, the other side to this is we still have to figure out where to live. Van's stored away in the Midwest. We got to get back to the Midwest, find a van, and then figure out what campgrounds and things are open in the U.S. So.
Yeah, so who knows what we're going to do. We will figure that out as we approach that time. Right now, we're kind of concentrating on squeezing the last bit of fun that we can out of New Zealand before we leave. And then we will go back to the United States, and I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what's next on the adventure list.
Hopefully we'll find it all in good order, and everybody will be happy and healthy, and we'll all be happy and healthy, and that we eat orange juice every day.
Cheers. All right, well, I guess that's our update for this week.
Yeah, that's this week's.
Oh, well, she sounds so down about it.
I do.
Why do you sound down?
I don't know.
You know what it is? I know what it is. You want to know what it is?
What?
It's getting freaking cold here, and gray skies really affect our moods.
Okay, that's true.
Yes.
That is very true.
More rain, more gray, more cold.
Gray skies, we don't do well in gray skies, which is why we try to follow the sun as much as possible. But honestly, I think it's a lot of it has to do with, just kind of disappointed that, we took this big leap, we took this big risk and went out to find some adventure, and
it's getting cut in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Not
a little
even
bit.
half.
It's disappointing, but it's still going to happen, and it's still going to be out there. We're just going to have to.
Are you sure it's the gray sky and the lack of adventure, and not the fact that you own this? Okay.
Yikes. Oh man, don't buy those things.
Don't buy those.
Don't buy them. They're not worth it. It's going to be somebody's white elephant gift this year.
Ooh, Christmas gift. You got a sewing machine.
I've always wanted one. So whichever family member doesn't watch this,
yes,
you all know
you're getting the sewing machine. Proudly made in where was it made?
China, I think.
Oh, good Lord! No wonder it doesn't work.
They make some good stuff there. I'm just extremely unhappy with the environmental impact that they do on.
Name one good stuff they've made.
Some really great Disney toys.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like what? Your favorite? Lots of hugs? Lots of huggos?
No, like
The stuff there?
like Steffi's little dancing Esmeralda.
Okay, yeah, but that was back in the 80s.
Hey, you said name one. There's one.
Okay. Now you got me depressed.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all good.
Well, not much sense in going on Mary Varn with this video.
There's your.
Might as well just call it a night. I'm just going to drink my orange juice and go to bed.
Yay.
Yay. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Safe travels.
Find your dream and own it.
And don't forget to click like and subscribe. Stay in tune with, well, changes as they come around, because Lord knows they're coming fast.
They are. Life came at us pretty dang fast.
Yeah, it did.
That's good. You know, it's a challenge. We need challenges.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye.